how to become a flight attendant in South Africa. So if you are curious about a life in the skies, you're at the right place, in the right seat. Take a seat, yeah? Sit back, relax, and let's talk you through it. Welcome aboard. I'm your host, a professional dream car tracer, part-time therapist, full-time safety demonstrator, and someone who mastered the art of smiling through turbulence. Fasten your seatbelt, stow your expectations, and prepare for a journey through the heartwarming, chaotic, and surprisingly human world of cabin crew life. This isn't just about flying. It's about the people, the adventures, the mishaps, and the moments that make this job unlike any other. Sit back, relax, and this is Turbulence and Tea. Okay, so the requirements to become a flight attendant in South Africa. You need a matric certificate. Are there any specific subjects that you need? No. There are no specific subjects. Whatever you have done so far, it's all good as long as you passed matric and you have obtained a matric certificate. The start age for flight attendants in South Africa is 18. You will need a valid driver's license. Now, we can go to a bit of a Q&A after, but regarding your driver's license, there are airlines that will accept you without, but more often than not, they do require you to have a valid driver's license. You need to be able to swim with the aid of a life jacket. Now, this is a safety-orientated job. You are safety officers on board. Your primary role is safety. So you need to be able to, should the aircraft that you are on land on a body of water, you need to be able to hook passengers and, get them to rafts. You need to be able to get yourself to a raft. You'll be wearing a life jacket, so you at least need to not be afraid of water. You don't have to be Michael Phelps, but you do need to be able to get into water and, get to a raft or get onto a raft. This will all be part of your training. And they will notice if you sink. They will notice if you are too afraid and you're not willing to even try. I think that with everything, if you are willing to try, then the possibilities are endless. You need a valid passport. I recently did a passport in South Africa, and the cost of a new passport is 600 Rand. You of course need to go through a extensive 6, 7, 8 week training. It can be quite expensive. The training costs around 18,000 to 30,000 for the 7, 8 weeks. All you need to obtain your cabin crew license is a 7, 8 week course. Anything longer than 7, 8 weeks will not guarantee a cabin crew job. It will not guarantee an international cabin crew job as well. Yes, there have been crew that have done a longer course that had gotten into bigger airlines, international airlines. But keep in mind, obtaining a license will not guarantee a job. It will help to get you the job. You need the license to apply to airlines, but there is no guarantees. So even if you apply to airlines, you tick all the boxes, you apply to airlines, there are still flight attendants sitting at home, and there are still cabin crew members that have not flown. There are cabin crew members that have flown, and the airlines had shut down, or the airlines had restructured, and they are still sitting at home as well. So you're going into this possible career choice. Please keep in mind that as much as it's amazing and we love it and we all want you guys to come and join and yes, go, 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 and this is what you need to do. Please leave room for disappointment, because it's not everyone. 100% of candidates that finish their cabin crew license do not land jobs. I hope that you watching, that you get in though, that you make it, and that you land that flight attendant job. So yeah, I am rooting for all of you, because I know that this world has changed my life, and it had enriched my life in so many ways, and I want that for all of you. I want you to see that the world is big and it's amazing, and there is space for you out there. Go ahead and take up your space. You'll also have to obtain a Class 4 medical certificate. This certificate you'll have to go to an aviation doctor to obtain. The ATO, or the training institution that you do end up going to, they will assist with helping to find doctors that can issue the Class 4 medical certificate. You can't go to your normal GP and go and tell him to sign you off. The type of tests that they do at a aviation medical is an eye test, a hearing test. They test your lungs, heart pressure, all of those things. As much as it sounds like, oh yeah, it's a simple thing, they've also got boxes, and they've got specific documentation and paperwork that they need to file with the Civil Aviation Authority to clear you to fly. If we think about what an aircraft is, it is a pressurized tube, high above the clouds. So you don't want to be in a situation where you are in a pressurized tube and you didn't get signed off by an aviation doctor. So your training, the 7-8 week training, this will consist of a couple of subjects. You'll go through SEPT, Safety and Emergency Procedures. You'll do aviation medical, you'll do ditching, the one where you'll jump into water with your life jacket, you'll swim to rafts, you'll hook into other flight attendants, you'll do little poses and things, hooking each other in, creating huddles and help positions. You'll hook in a flight attendant and get them to a raft. You'll have to swim from one end of the pool to the next. So you'll do aviation security, and many more. I will put the list right over here of subjects that you'll need to cover while doing your flight attendant license. This is the main subjects. Of course, I do not want to derail anyone from doing everything that they possibly can, everything that they think that they need to land that job. When you interview with schools and institutions, they will tell you exactly what you need, and they will of course sell their product. How they go about selling their product and convincing you, that's their thing. So the cost of living is high, and everyone is looking to do everything that they must. For you need to decide, am I able to afford what suits my budget? What am I able to afford, knowing my own circumstance, and where can I excel? How quick do I need to hit the ground running? Because after the 7-8 weeks, you are good to go and apply at airlines. If you opt for a long course, great. There are benefits to a long course. However, these benefits, it's not what's required to get into an airline. So you'll make that decision for yourself on what you need and how to get in. Training institutions or ATOs that I have researched are EPT, Cranfield, Sky Aviation, Flight Training Academy, Flight Ducks. There are so many more. I can think of so many more. You can Google so many more. My one suggestion for this though, when you're researching flight schools, make sure that you research within the area that you stay. You need to go to a major city like Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria, Durban to find aviation schools. Smaller towns like Mossel Bay, for example, might not necessarily have an aviation school, so you'd have to travel to Cape Town or wherever to get to an aviation school. So please keep in mind the major cities. These are where you'd need to also travel and factor that cost in as well, because that's not inclusive in the training. If you are coming from a different town, that will be at an additional cost and at your own cost as well. So yeah, if you are from a small town, you will have to travel to a major town, like a bigger town, to a bigger province to get to an aviation school. Okay, so those are the requirements to become a flight attendant.